Welcome to Whispers of Light. Last time we started a series called Bridging the Divide, and in that episode we talked about what divides us today. We talked about identity politics, political correctness, cancel culture, echo chambers, filter bubbles, how algorithms exploit our biases for clicks and how that deepens our divide. Get ready for part 2 today. Now, if you haven't seen that episode, please go watch it. I will wait. This episode is a continuation of that conversation. And here I will share with you 4 ways we can learn to see differently so that we can better understand those who hold opposing viewpoints. So let's get into it. 1. Changing our mindset. Thinking Fast and Slow talks about 2 systems of thinking. System 1 is fast, instinctive, and emotional. System 2 is slow, rational, and requires effort. Well, to engage in meaningful dialogue with those who hold different viewpoints than us, we have to learn how to use System 2. Our slow thinking. But most people don't want to put in that effort. They just want to be right, and they want to feel good about it. So here are 3 mental models that can help us change our mindset. The first model is what I call the observer's eye. When someone says or does something that makes us angry or that we disagree with, we immediately react. But instead of reacting, what if we paused and asked ourselves, why might they see it this way? Why might they believe this to be true? When we ask this question, we shift our thinking from judgment to curiosity, and in doing so, we open up a whole new dimension of understanding. This one simple question changes everything. It takes the focus off of being right and puts it on understanding. And that, my friend, is a paradigm shift. Model number 2 is what I call human first, opinion second. Every opinion is held by a human. Every belief that is a viewpoint is held by a person who has life experiences that led them to see the world in a certain way. For example, anger is often unspoken fear. Fear of what? Fear of getting hurt, of being abandoned, of not being enough. And beliefs are often shaped by survival. What do I mean by that? Well, think about your own beliefs. Many of your beliefs were formed when you were a child, right? You believed everything your parents told you because you needed them to protect you. If they didn't keep you safe, you wouldn't survive. So you adopted their beliefs and made them your own. Now, thankfully, we don't live in a world where we need to adopt our parents' beliefs in order to survive. We can choose our beliefs. But the point is that every belief serves some kind of purpose. Every belief is a form of survival. Maybe not at the conscious level, but at the subconscious level, a belief that makes us feel safe and secure. So the next time someone says something that you disagree with, remember, this person is a human being with life experiences that have led them to this point. And the more we can keep this in mind, the more we can approach conversations with curiosity rather than judgment. That brings me to the third model, which is the mirror test. Before we jump to the conclusion that someone is wrong, bigoted, ignorant, stupid, whatever adjective we want to use, we have to ask ourselves, am I defending truth, or am I defending my identity? Am I defending my view? Because most of the time we're clinging to our views because they make us feel good about ourselves. They affirm our identity. They tell us that we're a good person, we're a smart person, we're a moral person. And the truth is, no one can take that away from us, not even our worst enemies. 2. Training objectivity. Having the right mindset is essential, but it's not enough. We also need to train our objectivity. How do we do that? Well, there are many ways, but here are 3 practical tools that can help. Tool number 1 is to listen without planning your rebuttal. I know it sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Most people don't listen with the intention to understand. They listen with the intention to respond. But if we really want to understand someone, we have to listen without any intention other than to understand. So the next time you're in a conversation with someone who holds an opposing viewpoint, I challenge you to listen without planning your rebuttal. Just listen. And if you find yourself planning your response, gently bring your attention back to listening. Tool number 2 is to seek out information from sources outside of your bubble. We all have our favorite sources of news and information, but if we want to better understand those who hold different viewpoints, we have to seek out information from sources outside of our bubble. Maybe you only read articles from the New York Times. Well, try reading the Wall Street Journal. Maybe you only watch CNN. Try watching Fox News. Now, I'm not saying that we should believe everything we read or that we should believe the other side. but we have to at least consider the possibility that there might be something to what they're saying, that maybe we're not as right as we think we are. And that brings me to the third tool, which is to replace us versus them with we. We versus them creates division. We us creates unity. And the truth is, we have far more in common than we have differences. We all want to be happy. We all want to be healthy. We all want to leave a positive mark on the world. So the next time you're talking to someone who holds an opposing viewpoint, try replacing us versus them with we. Try to find the common ground. Try to focus on your shared humanity. Look, I know that this can be difficult. Changing our mindset and training our objectivity is hard work, but the rewards are immeasurable. The ability to see those who hold different viewpoints not as enemies but as fellow human beings with life experiences that have led them to this point. That is the essence of wisdom. That is the essence of maturity. And that, my friends, is the essence of empathy. We live in a time where being right is more important than being empathetic. But if we want to make progress, if we want to find common ground, we have to start seeing those who hold opposing viewpoints not as the enemy, but as fellow human beings. So I'll leave you with this quote from the Dalai Lama. If you want others to be happy, practice empathy. If you want to be happy, practice empathy. Thank you for watching Whispers of Light. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share with a. Thank you for watching and really listening to Whispers of Light. Now you can put this into practice. Next video is From Vision to Unity, and it will be the third and last of this series. There are many more to come for your learning pleasure. Please be kind to everyone.